Welcome back to the cruise world. Today we're on board and taking a tour of the ship that changed the cruise industry, Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas. Oasis was built by STX Europe Turku shipyard in Finland, and when she had her maiden voyage in December 2009, she was by far the largest cruise ship in the world, and even today still ranks in the top 10. Oasis has a passenger capacity of 5,606 at double occupancy and features 16 passenger decks. Today's tour is going to focus on the public areas of the ship, so we'll start on Deck 3 aft at the main dining room. This beautifully decorated space is where you can go daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a rotating menu. And as you can see, the MDR does extend all the way up to Deck 5. Now we'll jump up to Deck 4 and head forward. Just outside the dining room over here on the port side is Izumi, Hibachi, and Sushi. And Izumi brings fresh flavors with a side of showmanship. I hope you're feeling lucky because next up is Casino Royale. Featuring all your favorite slots and table games along with a full-service bar, consider this your little slice of Vegas at sea. Smoking is allowed here on the port side of the casino while you're playing. The starboard side is non-smoking, and there's also a small non-smoking casino we'll see in just a bit. As we head down this hall, you'll notice art on the walls and even some down on the floor because we've entered the art gallery and they are currently setting up for an event. On board Oasis of the Seas, you can attend an art auction and bid on your favorites. Now we've arrived at the entertainment place, and here on our right is one of the coolest places on board. It's Studio B. This multi-purpose area is home to dazzling ice shows, and you can even get a chance to lace up your own skates. Just outside Studio B on our left is Blaze, which features headliner comedians, fun interactive game shows, and more. And on our right is the Crown Lounge, where loyal Royals Diamond level and above can eat, drink, and enjoy concierge access. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want a completely smoke-free gaming experience, this is your spot. If you like what you've seen of the Oasis so far, be sure to hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Please give us a call or email if you have any questions. And last but definitely not least, here on Deck 4 is the Royal Theater, home of the greatest shows at sea, where you can see an amazing array of shows and performances that are all included in your cruise fare. The Royal Theater extends up to Deck 5, and that's where we're heading now to check out the ship's main thoroughfare, the Royal Promenade. Welcome to the heart of the ship, the Royal Promenade, packed with shops, bars, and non-stop energy. First up here on our left is Boleros, where you can spice it up with Latin music, mojitos, and salsa rhythms all night long. Here at Starbucks, you can get all your favorite drinks and snacks you know and love. And over here on the port side is Spotlight Karaoke, where in addition to family and adult karaoke nightly, you can participate in trivia contests and games. I did mention shopping, right? In fact, the vaulted ceilings and decor reminds me of a high-end mall. Here on our right is Solero Beauty. And across the way is the shop, where you can grab all kinds of Royal Caribbean swag. Next up on our right is Port Merchants, followed by Globe and Atlas, a proper English pub where you can grab a pint and cheers to great beer and live music in true British style. Straight ahead is Sorrento's, one of our favorite spots where you can grab a slice of pizza for lunch, dinner, or a late night snack right here in the center of all the action. And across from Sorrento's is Island Market. Up on our right is Café Promenade, the perfect spot for quick and easy bites and drinks around the clock. And we'll pass by this beautiful 1936 Auburn Boattail Speedster replica as we approach the collection and regalia fine jewelry. Here on our right is the sometimes home of the Rising Tides Bar, which moves between decks 5 and 8. If you're ready for some cocktails with a twist, here at the Bionic Bar, robots mix your drinks with futuristic flair. Back over on the port side is where you'll find the guest services desk and regalia fine watches. And continuing towards the aft here are the Voom Internet and Port shopping desks. If you have any questions or you're ready to book your next cruise vacation, give us a call or email stmcclure@expediacruises.com. Lastly, here at the rear of Deck 5 is the upper level of the main dining room. Up to Deck 6 on the Boardwalk, and here at the aft is the AquaTheater, where you'll be entertained by the thrilling show Aqua 80. This show is high energy and filled with great 80s tunes. You'll also notice the rock climbing walls that adorn each side of the ship. They are up on Deck 7, but you'll access them here from the stairways on Deck 6. Also dominating the scene here at the rear of the Boardwalk are the spiraling purple tubes of the ultimate abyss, as the landing for the 10-story slide is located right here. Up next is Johnny Rockets, where they're serving up burgers, fries, and shakes, along with retro vibes. And over on the port side is Playmakers Bar and Arcade. Grab an icy cold drink and some wings while you catch the game, or you can even face off against your friends in the arcade. Next up is the Beach Shop. And of course, right here in the middle of the Boardwalk is the Carousel. If candy and ice cream is what you crave, then step right next door to Sugar Beach. And continuing forward here on our right is the Boardwalk Doghouse. Choose your bun, choose your dog, and top it off with your favorite condiments. As we exit the Boardwalk and continue moving forward on Deck 6, we re-enter the Promenade area, where here on the starboard side you'll find the Shore Excursions area, as well as Picture This and the Focus Gallery. Now there are tons of tablets here where you can check out all the photos the Royal Caribbean pros have been taking of your vacation. Over on the port side is the next cruise desk, where you can get info on the ships and great itineraries Royal Caribbean has to offer, as well as the Schooner Bar, a Royal Caribbean classic with live piano music and cocktails every night. Now we'll jump up to Deck 6 forward to the Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness area. Stay refreshed with smoothies and light bites at the Vitality Café. And across the way is the full-service salon. The fitness center is over to the left, but first we'll head to the right and back down to Deck 5, the Vitality Spa, where it's all about relaxation, pampering, and wellness. Back up to Deck 6, and now we'll check out the state-of-the-art fitness center, offering the latest cardiovascular and weight training machines, as well as fitness classes and personal training. And we'll pop back down to Deck 5 one last time to check out the jogging track that runs around the ship. Deck 7 is all staterooms, so we're up to Deck 8, and this is one of our favorite areas on the Oasis and Icon class ships. It's the Central Park neighborhood. Wine lovers, this one's for you. Vintages offers tastings and perfect pairings. But if beautiful timepieces are more your thing, then we've got you covered over on the port side. Now, Central Park is a great place to relax and read a book, and if you forgot your favorite, you can pop into the library to find your next read. Here in the center of the park, you'll often hear live music in the evenings, and straight ahead is Giovanni's Table, where Italian favorites come to life. Next up is Park Café, a great spot for breakfast and lunch, and home to one of my favorite sandwiches, the Royal Kummelweck. Trellis Bar is here on our right, and this is a great place to sit, sip, and people watch while listening to the soothing sounds of the garden. Here in the center, you'll see the Deck 8 home of the Rising Tides Bar. Up there on the left is 150 Central Park, fine dining with fresh flavors and an elegant atmosphere. And back over here on the port side, you can sink your teeth into juicy steaks at Chop's Grille, a Royal Caribbean staple. And our last stop here on Deck 8 is the Music Hall, where you can dance the night away or just sit back and relax with a cocktail while enjoying the live music. And the fun extends up to Deck 9 as well. The rest of Decks 9 through 12 are reserved for staterooms, except for a small section at the rear of Decks 11 and 12, where we find the card room and the Royal Caribbean loyalty desk. And up one deck is where you'll find the Royal Escape Room, Apollo 18 Mission Control. Now we'll jump up to the forward of Deck 14, which is home to Adventure Ocean. On our right is the nursery for babies 6 to 36 months. Next up is juniors aged 3 to 5. Here in the center of the action is the Adventure Ocean Theater for talent shows, games, and performances. On our right, we're passing by the parent-supervised play place. And last but definitely not least are the hangout and workshop areas for the 6 to 12-year-olds. Staying at the forward of the ship, we head up to Deck 15, definitely one of my favorite areas on all the Oasis Class ships. It's the adults-only Solarium. The Solarium is where you can find sun and serenity with soothing whirlpools, warm sunshine, cold drinks, and amazing views. Here in the center is the Solarium Bistro, where you can enjoy fresh Mediterranean flavors for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also located in this area is the Chef's Table. Exiting the Solarium on both sides of the ship, you'll find a huge whirlpool hot tub. Continuing along, we are entering the open air decks where all the sun and fun is at, and we're getting our first look at the Perfect Storm water slides, Cyclone, Supercell, and Typhoon. Continuing back along the port side, we've arrived at the main pool area. All of the pool areas on board have tons of seating for soaking up the sun, and you're also never too far from refreshments at one of the lime and coconut bars. On our right here is a stage for musical acts. And now we get a glimpse of Central Park below, as well as another look at the Perfect Storm slides. Here on our left is the beach pool area. And straight ahead is the towel station and, of course, another lime and coconut bar. Splashaway Bay is a great spot for some family fun. And you can't see it now, but behind the doors on our right is the first of 2 Sprinkles soft serve ice cream stations. Here on our right is the other Sprinkles station as we arrive at the sports pool. Just over on our right is a ping pong table, and on our left is where you can get Patty's scuba certification. For smoky flavors at sea, Portside BBQ is serving up brisket, ribs, and all your southern favorites. If you're looking for fun for all ages, you can test your putting skills at Oasis Dunes Mini Golf. And for the thrill seekers, soar 9 decks high above the boardwalk on the Zipline. Up the stairs to Deck 16 aft and the first of Oasis's 2 FlowRider surf simulators where you can catch a wave without ever leaving the ship. And what you see before you is the entrance to Ultimate Abyss, the most fun and fastest way to get from Deck 16 to Deck 6. Along with the great views here at the aft, cold drinks are just steps away at the Wipeout Bar. And over here on the starboard side is the second FlowRider. On our left is the launch point for Zipline, and now we're back down to Deck 15 and the sports court here on our right, where you can play basketball, soccer, pickleball, and more. Now we've arrived at the Social 100 Patio and Lounge, the exclusive hangout just for teens. For tacos, burritos, and nachos on the go, El Loco Fresh brings the Fiesta poolside. Just inside here to our left is Challenger's Arcade. From racing games to claw machines, the arcade is non-stop fun for kids and kids at heart. And right across the hall is Unboxed, where you can purchase personal items and other essentials. Now up to deck 16, and we are here at the Windjammer, the buffet-style restaurant on board Oasis of the Seas. The Windjammer runs along both sides of the ship and features a variety of global flavors for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just remember to washy-washy before you get your yummy. Hopping back outside onto the open-air deck, you'll notice plenty of sun-soaked seating, as well as some relaxing casitas that can be rented for the day. Surprise, surprise, here's another lime and coconut, just in case you're thirsty. And as we cross back over to the starboard side, this vantage point offers great views of Central Park and the pool decks below. Now, I mentioned earlier that Oasis was a game changer, the first ship in the revolutionary Oasis Class. And the huge crown and anchor you see ahead of you is part of Royal's newest Oasis Class ship, Utopia of the Seas, and she's docked next to us here today at Coco Cay. If you'd like to see our walkthrough tour of Utopia, there's a link in the description below. As we continue forward, we get more good views of the Perfect Storm water slides ahead, and the launch pad for those slides is up on deck 18. These stairs here go up to the Suite Sun Deck, which is reserved for suite guests and Pinnacle members. And we'll continue forward to the upper level of the Solarium, which offers seating in and out of the sun, as well as the Solarium bar. I already mentioned the Suite Sun Deck on deck 17 forward, and also at the aft of 17, exclusively for suite guests and Pinnacle Club members, are the Suite Lounge and the Coastal Kitchen Restaurant. We hope you enjoyed our tour of Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas. If you have any questions or you're interested in booking Oasis or any other cruise ship, give us a call or email at stmcclure@expediacruises.com. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and next up, check out these other great ship tours. And as always, remember, life is short and cruising is fun. We'll see you soon.